Said they couldn't reach anywhere else. That was a mistake.
Construction complete.
Ah. Still, might find any number of anomalies, so might as well keep them going. Among the asteroids surrounding 32PX78, discovered an alien ship adrift. Not responding to our attempts to hail them. This is due to not being if this is due to being unable to interpret our signal or some other reason we do not know. Science Officer Samax recommends that we get a construction ship to tow it out of the debris field, but untouched, it risks being crushed by the asteroids. Intriguing.
Situation updated. System survey complete.
Okay, research time is 45 days. How long do I have to get there? Okay, I have plenty of time. They tend to be pretty generous with it. There, now I can do the other
System
stuff
survey complete.
much more liberally. Don't know why you keep saying that. That you've only done... You haven't done it.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Weapons target range. Okay. Get 3 to science.
Anomaly found.
Could always be a get and yoink over here.
System survey complete.
Like, so, you know, sort of yoinking territory over there. This particular asteroid is an extrasolar capture and appears to have been washed by some kind of exotic radiation as it plummeted through interstellar space before finally settling in the Orm system. Original source of this radiation remains unknown, but the ISS Lorad Solom has been able to pick up a wealth of physics data by studying the asteroid's energy emissions. Remarkable. For a moment I thought that said Yarnum Nebula. Like, shit.
Research complete.
Things are gonna get Cthulhu in here.
Anomaly found.
It's nearly done. Okay. Either... Oh, come on! So either be able to build exotic gas refineries, crystal mines, or this. Seriously? Seriously? Bloody bastards, a lot of you. Fine, we'll go with this. I wonder if that's meant to be a reference to that game.
Colony established.
Volto engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near Turin 5 dedicated to computer research. Strangely, they seem to have Valtum engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near Turin 5 dedicated to computer research. Strangely, they seem to have ignored the normally popular field of artificial intelligence to focus exclusively on virtual realities, massive computer simulations. Most of the complex has been ruined by weapons fire and micrometeorites, but what remains is in remarkable condition given this station's age. Hint, 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 hint.
Situation log updated.
I'm saying what happened with them, about, unplugging and all that. They were stuck in
Research complete.
computer. An ancient Voltam observatory has been found on the surface of Titanic B3. The Titanic system is fairly distant from the region of space where the Voltam originated, and this facility appears to have been primarily used for the observation of drone stars. We've gone over the observatory's surviving data, but there are no clues as to why the Voltam were searching. What they were searching for in their observations.
Situation log updated.
Hey, blue laser.
System survey complete. Anomaly found. Special project complete.
Once the ship drifting by 32PX-78 have been towed out of the debris, we could send an away team to investigate. It's a murder scene. Only one crew member has been found. Long-eared amphibian biped appears to be stabbed repeatedly. The ship is, by the death of its crew, up for grabs. It is fitted with very efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The ship is not armed, seemingly have been used as transport for important personnel. Repurposing it into an exploration vessel will be a minor undertaking. However, if we deconstruct it and study the engines in greater detail, we could maybe capture some of its genius and translate it into practical improvements for our fleets. Enhanced ship speed, plus 10% sublight speed, very tempting, or we gain a science-class ship. So either boost up all ships I have and all ships I get, or get a singular science ship. Tear it down and study the engines. Okay, got a singular trade hub.
Special project complete.
The archaeologists investigating the Valtalm orbital complex above Torum 5 stumbled upon an interesting find. They managed to recover a partial copy of what was apparently a very popular multi-user virtual reality game enjoyed by billions of Valtam across their empire. Let me say it again. They managed to recover a partial copy of what was apparently a fairly popular multi-user virtual reality game enjoyed by billions of Valtam across their empire. Although the game takes place in a fictional and highly satirized version of contemporary society, it has proved an invaluable source of information, both their language and customs. Science Officer is Samax.
Situation log updated.
All that needs to be said. Ugh. Rare crystals. Thankfully not down there.
Construction complete.
Yeah, they're over here.
Anomaly found.
Research it. The native life of Escant's Prime is built on an epic scale, far larger than... Well, actually, do have pop over there. Far larger than anyone previously thought was possible for biological life. The question now in the minds of the researchers is what is their secret and can we benefit from it? Proposals to study native life in greater detail are flooding in. Proceed with study or ensure that the research does no harm.
Situation log updated. System
Research it.
survey complete.
The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Titanic, should I say 11A or 2A? The 1-1 meaning 2. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. Special projects have been issued to investigate what happened to the crew.
Situation log updated.
Okay. 9 of these. 9 of these. We've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Palanai Commonwealth. They claimed to learn of their existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we're in contact with. Interesting. They're militant xenophiles. I represent the Cormantani Commonwealth. Our elected leader, Commissary General Toldox, believes in peace through strength, but do not be alarmed by our military spendings. We are impressed by your species and hope you will agree to a cultural exchange between our people. Cooperation will benefit us all. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Hensadon 2. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded. Preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. There. We've already seen that. Corrupt. Crime plus 25%. Okay. Yep. Firearm. Samax has been elected first speaker of the Saban Commonwealth. Okay. As part of our first speaker's mandate, our research production has improved. He wants be a surplus of 12. Scientist has died. Okay, seems irrelevant.
System survey complete.
Damn it. Research. Research. I could do all of them later, just set up a huge conga line, but I prefer them to, while they're just searching around randomly, to do it while they're there. Wait, what? There's like 3 different things here. Okay. Research. 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 Automatic exploration. Ooh, these like me by plus 40. They're Xenophile, and say like our must be our Xenophile diplomacy. These are minus 15. Border friction and materialist. The Kamatani trust you to be a spawn of your word. Trade you. give him 1,000 minerals. Want to start doing some research trading with people and normal trading. Find gifts to buy. You have our tanks. The surface of Escan Prime is covered in lush forest, with massive tree analogues rising hundreds of meters into the air. Interestingly, our colonists have found that nearly all the flora is mobile to various degrees. Forests stretching for miles will slowly migrate to new areas, richer in nutrients, in a cycle that seems to be tied to the planet's orbit. Fortunately, this significantly hampered our efforts to develop the colony's infrastructure. Migrating trees frequently cut power lines while smashing our buildings and roads into rubble. We need to find a solution.
Situation log updated.
We're not going to burn it just yet.
Special project complete.
Special project failed. While searching the ship and inspected the crew's remains, Science Officer Doblox deduced that the crew members must have killed each other. Solitude and confinement space travel can break even the strongest minds. I never saw one failing before. Study, or hoping that solutions that involve destruction and force can be found by continued studies of Infora. The presence of these forests cannot be tolerated. An effort must be made to cleanse them from the planet's surface. It's either engineering or study. The hell? We're receiving a distress signal from the ISS Efrid Erfi. The crew has gone mad and are killing each other. Captain's lost all control. Sending help will be futile at this point. Could this have had anything to do with that derelict ship that they recently investigated? Terrible news.
Anomaly found.
Okay, you're already doing it. Then do this. Okay. Building a science vessel. Also, ship designer. You don't have it yet. Pirate treasure. Oh, that sound glitched. This asteroid appears to have been used intermittently as a base by a band of alien pirates roughly 1,000 years ago. A small boarding party entered the base and managed to recover their abandoned treasure hoard. It consists largely of stolen trinkets and artifacts, but some of it still appears to be of value. 500 energy credits.
Construction complete.
We had not what we had assumed was an what we assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is in fact not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. A barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite the embarrassment to the astronomical community on Matani Prime.
Construction complete.
Marking the influence. Okay. Get to building this. Get to building that. This. Get to building that. I'll have the influence soon enough, I'm sure. Unusual encounter in Azar. We encountered some strange alien vessels in the Azar system. These strange objects have been flagged as Iota aliens, but we've been unable to pick up any of their communications, making it impossible to translate their language. We'll just have to wait and see what comes next.
Research
That's not bad. Oh, well, didn't mean to yank this one. Do it now. They're annoyingly cutting off my expansion attempts. I'm gonna have to keep going this way. Fill in here, go that way.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Oh, the one that was there and salvaging actually blew up. That's when they never finished. So wait. Oh, you already built this. Nice. Ugh. Energy production or military use? Go for energy production. Okay, 5% extra energy credits from jobs. He's become stubborn. Of course he has.
System survey complete.
Discovered an abandoned solar... No, already seen that.
Station under attack.
The birth of space piracy. Certain irrational and criminal elements of a society have left Palanai Prime, seeking out Elo's life in the far reaches of space. In a display of surprising ingenuity, these brigands have heavily modified and weaponized a large number of civilian starships. Our veritable trade routes in the Dam Pal system now being raided by this improvised fleet, which identifies itself only as the Void Runners. A prompt response is needed.
Mining station lost.
Bastards.
Spaceport under attack.
There, I'll just churn out a couple of ships, then I'll go term a new one.
System survey complete.
Okay.
Mining station lost. Anomaly found.
The archaeological yes, the archaeological dig on Tanaka B3 has uncovered a small mural in one of the observatory's dust-covered smaller chambers. It seems to depict several different constellations, possibly as they would appear viewed from the Voltam homeworld. Astronomers have not been identified the individual stars. They're translating the mural, you're investigating there.
Research complete.
Okay, good, you are actually already doing it. It looked like they were, then I wasn't sure. They managed to partially translate the text. Cool. Making this place very nice.
Construction complete.
Okay, can nearly exploit crystals now.
Research complete. System survey complete.
After a period of research and study, the scientists on Escape Prime have managed to make a breakthrough and achieved limited communication with some of the Titans. While huge, slow and difficult to talk to, Titans are incredibly tough and strong. Some have expressed a desire to join our military forces where they'll undoubtedly be an incredible asset. Titanic beasts can be recruited here, and even in areas with high numbers of Titanic life, and are safe for colonists now. Seriously. Titanic beast. Research breakthroughs have enabled us to train Titanic life forms into military units, but due to the rarity of these subjects, we'll only be able to fill a limited number of these armies at a time. They do a lot more damage and much greater morale damage. They also do 3 times the collateral damage. They have 5 times the health and 3 times the morale. Same amount of upkeep. But they do cost triple the amount of resources. Agree.
System survey complete.
I meant to go this. Above tier 4A is crisscrossed by. Oh, I read this before. Just making sure I have space. I've less space than I realized. Not sure why. But I've still plenty, I've just under 20 gig, but I want to take a look. So while I'm playing, I'll just open up my XSplit folder. OBS, XSplit, Stellaris, OBS, XSplit, Stellaris, I just have OBS and OBS videos going into the export thing. I didn't bother name changing it. It's what I'm used to. Okay, so industry open. You can hear me, you can hear the game, and I'm recording. Good. The colonial authorities on Escan Prime have reported that one of the local wandering forests has migrated to another region on the planet. Hundreds of thousands of trees have uprooted and marched in unison to this new area, trampling out everything in their path. Peculiar. 10 devastation.
Anomaly found.
A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate trails was recently observed in the Metanius system. Its passing was uneventful. It's a good omen for the Unity research. Actually, I think that might have been a new one, but whatever. Build this.
System survey complete.
Get in here and rip him a new one. A Confederacy of Wartam. They're egalitarian, xenophile, and spiritualist. I bring greetings from the revered elder Ritarak, the galactic leader of the Confederacy of Wittam. We believe in the right of all sentient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs. We trust that an enlightened species such as yourself will share this sentiment. We made a favorable trade, so they like me. These declared us their rival at some stage? These guys. They've 2 ways into my space, annoyingly. I'll do this. It'll make them like me more, and maybe we can do some research. Or at least they can throw me money. Huh. This is... That's peculiar. Like, look, it's like bisecting it. Sure, why not?
Construction complete.
Okay, apparently these are very slow. Then again, they didn't seem slow there. I have no idea. The habitable worlds thing came to an end. Alright.
Anomaly found.
Research.
Hostile fleet engaged.
The fleet was a bit banged up from engaging. Their fleet was a bit banged up from engaging my station, so that helped.
Hostile station engaged. Anomaly found.
We destroyed the power station. Got 50 energy credits and 80 materials. Still no bubbles. As the ISS Eridvor passed through the asteroid belt on its way to the BT-6759, Science Officer Vemax reported that the ship experienced a number of sudden gravitational shifts. For curious, Vemax dispatched a number of probes to scan the debris field to discern the cause. Turns out that the culprit is a number of gravity generators of old alien make, spluttering on dying energy sources, and with their polarities inverted, they occasionally spew reverse gravity into the void, but not with enough force to cause any serious harm. Not anymore. Science Officer Van Max theorizes that the generators once provided an artificial gravity for a large asteroid belt, but some malfunction eventually tore the rock apart.